All right, good Wednesday evening. I'm Storm Team 12 Chief Meteorologist Ken South. This update coming a little bit later tonight because I wanted to wait until we got the very latest model information in so I could show you the latest update on the severe weather that's coming, especially Friday night and going into Saturday. Now, there could be a little bit of weather tonight. Notice back off to the west of us, there is a severe thunderstorm watch in that blue box there. That's going to be in effect until 11 p.m., so it's going to expire in about 15 minutes, and we don't have any information that that watch is going to be extended eastward into Mississippi because we're generally expecting these storms moving through Louisiana to weaken as they head in our direction. So there likely is going to be at least some rain past midnight tonight, but I'm thinking right now it should stay below severe weather limits, although don't be surprised if you hear a rumble of thunder or two during the overnight hours. So it's in response to this area of low pressure right now over Oklahoma. That's going to be moving through overnight tonight. That's our first round of severe weather, so not too much to that. We have weather that's going to be a little bit more potent coming in, though, later this week. Right now, it is close to 11 o'clock, and it's still warm out there at 69 degrees. So we've seen our southerly winds increasing during the day today. And there you see those storms on Live IMAX 12 back off to the west of us. Although lots of lightning, heavy rain, but this storm south of Monroe is not severe at this time. So this is what we're looking at for the rest of this evening. Notice how the showers do weaken. This is after midnight at about 2 o'clock in the morning. We could see a little bit of redevelopment of a couple of storms, mainly northeast of us through the morning commute Thursday. But by Thursday afternoon, all that's going to be gone, and we'll see another mostly sunny and warm, kind of muggy day Thursday afternoon. So tonight, warm. Temperatures are going to be close to 60 for a low, with about a 20 to 30% chance of rain overnight. And then by tomorrow afternoon, we're back to mostly sunny skies. Your high temperature today was 80 in Jackson. I think we're going to do that again tomorrow, and it's going to be warmer the farther south you live. We'll be in the mid-80s in South Mississippi. So here's storm number one moving across the area tonight. Behind it, winds still come in from the south, so that's not going to do anything to cool us down. We're going to stay warm and muggy out ahead of this more potent storm system. This is stronger. This is a deeper low that's going to be moving in from the west into the Central Plains and into the Midwest. That trailing cold front is going to run into a lot of available moisture over Mississippi, and that is what is going to set off those storms. Starting possibly as early as Friday night, although I do really expect most of the action to come in Saturday. I think we'll see one round of storms early Saturday morning, then another is going to get going Saturday afternoon and evening. Now, this is the storm fuel in the atmosphere. Convective available potential energy. It's called CAPE, and that just is a measure of the atmospheric instability over Mississippi. So tonight, it's going to be low to moderate, primarily in the Delta. So, again, there could be a strong thunderstorm during the overnight hours. Then everything calms down. But by midday Friday, that storm fuel begins to turn back in from the south. We're going to see that begin to return. And notice the storm fuel is going to be high. The CAPE is going to be high as we get into early Saturday, and it'll stay that way through the day Saturday. This is about midday Saturday. Then everything kind of shifts eastward into the Pine Belt for Saturday evening. So we're really going to be under the gun over the first half of the weekend for severe weather. So this is how this is going to play out. This is that latest model that I was waiting for so I could show you the very latest. Notice the storms in Louisiana. That's tonight. Notice they kind of die down during the overnight. Then we get to late Friday into early Saturday. So this is about daybreak Saturday. The storms are going to start to get going. And then watch this. A couple hours later, severe weather. I'm thinking that's a pretty good bet, especially along and north of the I-20 corridor, and all that's going to move to the north. And after that gets out of here, we're going to see a break of just a couple of hours before the next round gets started, early Saturday afternoon. So watch what happens. A couple hours after 8 a.m., by mid-morning, it takes off towards the Golden Triangle area. We get a little bit of a break through midday, but then shortly after the lunch hour, more storms begin to develop. And these are initially going to be these discrete cells, which I think could be tornadic. And then it's all going to coalesce later in the afternoon during the heating of the day into a squall line. And that squall line is mainly going to come together to the east of Interstate 55, and then that's going to move across the Pine Belt for later Saturday afternoon and evening. So here's the thing. This is not going to be a solid squall line from start to finish. That's why the chance of rain is not 100%. It's more like 80 to 90%. It's a good chance of rain, but there is a chance that a few spots in Mississippi could actually be missed by both rounds of the storms, the one that comes in Saturday morning and also the one that develops Saturday afternoon and evening. I think if you're going to be missed, it would be a little bit more likely here over the southwestern part of the state. I think if you're in the Delta, you're going to get hit, and I know if you're in the Pine Belt, you're going to get hit there. Pretty much there's a 100% chance of rain in the Pine Belt for Saturday. Now, 5 o'clock Saturday, the storms are moving along the I-59 corridor. By sunset, which is now at about 7 o'clock, it finally begins to exit the area from Waynesboro and moving into Alabama. So our severe risk for both rounds of storms, it's going to be a level 2 to 3 over most of our area. This is Friday night through Saturday morning. All forms of severe weather are going to be possible. And then that next wave coming in Saturday afternoon and evening, once again, a level 2 to 3 risk, actually more of us under that higher enhanced risk of severe weather Saturday. And again, that target, I think, is right on the Pine Belt. That is the most likely place if we're going to get damaging weather. That's most likely where it's going to be, although it could happen in other spots too. So we're just going to have to watch and see how this plays out Saturday. Threats. Pretty high threat of damaging winds, at least a medium threat of tornadoes, and larger than quarter-sized hail. And I'm going to raise the flooding risk to medium. Now, you would think it would be low since this is only going to take one day for this to come through, but because there are going to be multiple rounds of storms, we could pick up 2 to 3 inches of rain over parts of the state, in the Delta and then also in the Pine Belt. So because of that, I think there could be a little bit of localized flooding in both of those areas. So your 5-day rain forecast, a little bit of rain early Thursday, especially north of I-20. That's not really going to be a big deal. Spotty shower during the day Friday, but Friday night through the day Saturday, that's a weather alert day. After Saturday, though, we are going to see improving weather. So if you're making plans for the weekend, not Saturday, Sunday is going to be your better day. And it's also going to be a little bit cooler Sunday behind the rain. I think our temperatures are going to cool down on average about 10 to 15 degrees. So for this night, we're going to see clouds moving in. That's already started to happen. About a 30% chance of a stray storm overnight. Notice our winds coming in from the south. Then tomorrow, we're back to mostly sunny skies in the afternoon. The high temperature, about 80 degrees with a southwesterly breeze. Of course, Friday during the day, only a 20% chance. It'll be Friday night through Saturday when that chance goes up to about 80, 90%, and a lot of those storms are likely going to be severe. Sunday, it looks much better, but cooler. The coolest temperature is going to be Monday morning. That is St. Patrick's Day at 43 degrees. St. Patrick's Day is going to be a nice day. It'll be sunny with a high of 71. And then next week, generally good weather. I think our lows are going to be in the 40s and 50s, and highs mostly in the 70s through the end of next week. Of course, we're going to be on top of this severe weather situation. Meteorologist Gracie Morris is going to be here tomorrow morning with another update, and we've already got a severe weather plan for Friday night and Saturday. Gracie will be here. I'll be here, of course, and meteorologist Austin Powell is scheduled to be here as well. So we're going to have you covered Saturday when those storms move through. All right, have a good night, and we will see you again tomorrow.